If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Hey folks, come on in and welcome to Larry's Fountain Pens Review. Hey, my name is Larry Baronis and I live right here in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas that is. So, thank you for joining me today. It's going to be a fun video. So, right here before me is a special pen. It's called Hinze Handcrafted Pens. And here's how they come out. It's a new pen case as far as me seeing this color and this type of pen case prior to the older one that was used. So to me this is new, and I do like the color of the pen case because I'm into pen cases, the logo, and it's really nicely done on the top of the pen case. And as you all know, Hinze pens turns each pen one at a time. Okay? That's what makes Hinze pens so special, so unique. Now, I'm not just saying it to blow a whistle. That's just the honest truth. That's how he does his work. So, anyway, so let's do the little flip thing here. And here is this amazing pen. And I'll let Mr. Announcer in a minute talk to you about this pen. And I will give the measurements and do a writing sample. So, it's secured in this nice foam. So, it's not going anywhere. So let me get this out. And I'll put this aside. Now, I wanted to review a pen of Jim, so I said, you know what, I'm going to get a hold of Mr. Jim. I said, hey, Jim, do you have a pen I can review? He said, yeah, Larry, I'll send you one. And now, I could be wrong about this, but I believe this is the prototype that we've been working on. So, here's the pen they sent me. Let me get out of this little sleeve. And, of course, this pen goes back to Mr. Hinze. So, you know, the colors in this pen, it never ceases to amaze me when Jim or any of his team members pour the resin to make these beautiful colors. It's just breathtaking, absolutely stunning, the colors. If you're into colors like this, then this is right up your alley. It's a beautiful colors of ink, colors of resin, excuse me, that are put together. And it's done so nicely. It just all blends in together. It just fits. Just look at this beautiful pen. I mean, it's the kind of pen you want to just look at because of the colors. And right in here, it looks like a little sparkles in there. Can you see right there, Mr. Announcer, right in that green area? You'll see like little sparkles right here.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get some light on. There you go. Yep. There they go. When you put a light on this or go out in the sun, you're going to see this pen light up. One beautiful fountain pen. Just gorgeous. At the very end, see the black part right down there? That's also, it just goes right with the pen. So, when you go up this cap, right here is the Hinze logo on top. Now that's really nice, professionally made fountain pen. It's got class, it's got style, it's unique, it's a Hinze fountain pen, and remember to made one at a time. So, Mr. Announcer, I want you to read a little bit about what's going on with this pen.
Okay, this particular pen, the color scheme was inspired by the live-action Mulan movie. Jim's friend Elise poured this particular pen. It has 7 colors that go into it. And her daughter Natalie helps polish and choose the colors.
So there you are. Now, this is a clipless pen. As you all know, I prefer clip, but this is not my pen. But that doesn't mean I don't use pens that are clipless. I do use them. But I would put this in a pen case because I usually try to keep some pens in my pocket on my shirt somewhere. But this is a pen that, like I said, I do use pens that are clipless from time to time. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning fountain pen. So, let's open it up. It's a screw cap. And there we go. Let's do that again. All right. 1, 2, about 2.5 rotations on it. Half. And as we go down this barrel, there's just a slight little step off right here where you get to the part where the cap screws on to the barrel, right? And there's nothing that's going to be annoying or bothersome to hurt your fingers, and has a decent sized grip. It's not a big grip, no, but it is a decent sized grip. I have small fingers, and it fits my hand to the T. Sometimes I tend to hold my pen higher up the grip, close to the barrel, right here. I do that. I catch myself from time to time doing that, and it doesn't affect the long writing sessions that I do spend with my pens. When I bond with my pens and writing letters, that is the most magical moments of any pen enthusiast pen journey. If you are a true pen enthusiast, you would really enjoy pens like this because the colors, they blend so well. The pen fits so well in my hand, and it doesn't get your hand tired. I know it's not a heavy pen, but it's a nice pen. Mr. Announcer, hold that pen, see what you think, because he has big fingers, big hands.
Feels just perfect to me.
So the pen does post, but it would be kind of long. I wouldn't do it, and this is not my pen, so I don't want to scratch it up. So, but it does post. But no need to post your pen because pen is long enough for even large hands to handle this pen. But I'm real careful with my pens. I don't like to scratch them up. I take care of my stuff. They're my pride and joy pens. Pride and joy. And y'all know what that is, right? Yeah, I thought you did. So let's go down and talk about this nib. Now, Jim and his staff, they are doing the nib coloring, as you see it there. And let's get a closer look at this nib. Beautiful red. Great job. Has the Hinze logo on the nib. And this is a 1.1 nib. And then there's the feed. So really a great job when they do the nibs. So the name of the pen, I believe, is called the Phoenix. So let's unscrew the barrel. And they always come, Jim always includes a converter, which is really nice because there's some pens that do not come with a converter. So you see the little ink there. I've been using it for a bit, test riding it. Got to do the test on it, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to put a little bit of ink in here. Yeah, that should do it. And I'm using the Robert Oyster, the Frankly Blue from Mr. Robert Oyster, and you can find Frankly Blue over at Federalist Pens and Paper. So, let's talk about some of the measurements on this pen before we get to writing. The weight of the pen is going to be 22.3 G's. Okay, and I think it weighs close to the Durograph. Let me check this out for a minute. Durograph weighs a little bit more, 24.2 G's on it. And if we size them up a little bit, the Phoenix is a little bit longer in length, maybe a little bit more girthier than the Durograph. The length of the pen, as you see it here, capped, 5.68 inches. Posted, it's going to be 7.09 inches. The length of the cap is going to be 2.42 inches. And the length of the barrel from the end of the barrel to the tip of the nib is going to be 5.27 inches. Now the widest part of the barrel is going to be it's going to be 0.57 inches. And then the widest point of the cap is going to be 0.65 inches. Okay. No clip, clipless, screw-on cap, beautiful polish on it, beautiful colors. So this pen is really just a really nice fountain pen. It's put together very nicely. So let's go ahead and do some writing here. We're going to use the paper from...
I use paper.
And then we're going to use the paper from...
Someway River.
Because some people like to see what it looks like on different papers, so we're going to do that. All right. So let me get my clip that you get when you do a certain amount of order at Federalist Pens and Paper. He'll send you this clip, which really comes in handy. Okay, so here we go. Here. And this is doing it real light. Now with a little bit of pressure, more pressure. Okay. And then the downstroke, now the cross stroke. Your downstroke is going to be wider and your cross stroke is going to be thinner. And again, I'm using the Robert Oyster Frankly Blue. Nice nib, smooth. Let's check for wetness. Not real wet. Reverse writing. And you do get a bit of different line when you write reverse. Not a lot, but some. But, you know, I don't write with a reverse nib. I just write regular. But there are some people that like doing that. Now we're going to switch paper to Tomoe River paper to give you a taste of that. By the way, if you're interested in A5 dot grid, you can find this over at Federalist Pens and Paper. And you know what? I think I'm going to use this side. And let me just do one more thing here. No, let me do that. A little bit more wetness with the Tomoe River paper. And let me just do one more thing here. Because I didn't put a whole lot of ink in here. So you do have a bit more wetness using this paper than the previous one. But yeah, we got a real nice nib in there, nice color of a nib. So, this is the newest one I believe that Jim's working on and going to be coming out with soon. You can find Jim at the Dallas Pen Show this month. As far as I know, the Pen Show is still on. I haven't heard that it's not going to be on. So, if you plan on going to the Dallas Pen Show, drop by. Jim and
Francisco.
Yes. They're like a Batman and Robin dual team going down, you know what I'm saying? So check them out. They're going to have their pens on the table. So I'm sure there's going to be something you're going to like. While you're at it, pick me up a pen. Oh, a broad or medium nib. I'm not choosy. Isn't that right, Mr. Announcer?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, share the love with the pen book guy. Oh, all right. Well, you know, thank you again, Jim, for helping me out. I'll get this pen back to you next week. So this video was sponsored by Hinze Pen Company. Thank you a lot, Jim. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work. So, I guess that's all there is to it, right? I guess. But that's it. God bless you. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Be kind to a stranger. Always a lot of peace and a lot of love to each and every one of you. And thank you for joining me today on Larry's Fountain Pen Review channel. And as always, my good friends, I'm thinking about you and others when I say, please don't text and don't drive. See you later.